Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Mindy Eggen and tonight I have a really fun trick that you can use with your die cut pieces. Now my card tonight is featuring a lot of brand new products from Simon Says Stamp, starting with the Jumbled Hearts background stamp. Then I have the stained glass heart die, and this is a really cool die, and it's where that die cutting trick is really going to come in handy. Then we also have the Love You greetings, and if you followed me for some of my Christmas cards, I loved the Christmas greetings that were like this, so I was really excited to see one in kind of some Valentine themed ones, but there's more than just Valentine's on that stamp set. I started off by placing a piece of heavyweight white cardstock cut to 6x6 inside of my Misti tool, and I'm starting by stamping the Jumbled Hearts background. Now this is a red rubber stamp, so I removed the foam insert in my Misti, and I'm inking this up really well in the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. Now I want to make sure I'm getting a really good impression because there's a lot of lines going on this background, so I'm going to stamp it about 2 to 3 times, making sure to apply even pressure. I'm going to die cut out a panel from this background using my Hero Arts Rectangle Infinity die, and I'm just picking out one that's going to fit my stained glass heart, but also give me a white border on the front of my card front, which will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So here's a look at that die cut panel, and then here is my kind of card front panel I'm going to use, so I have a really nice white margin around that. Now from this stained glass heart, I wanted to cut each of those pieces out of a different color. So I went through my scraps. I have no idea what color or where these are from. I just picked a rainbow assortment of scraps to be able to die cut each of those pieces out. So when I lay these all out, I kind of laid them in order, in the rainbow order and how they fit together. And it fit so perfect, I didn't want to move it. And then I remembered I have the press and seal. So this is the die cutting trick. Now you may already know about press and seal. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't, maybe you forget about it. But boy, did this come in handy because I really did not want to move those pieces. So I just trimmed out a piece, placed it over my heart, and then once I kind of pressed it down to secure the heart in place, I could pick that up. Now I flipped this over and I'm adding foam squares to the back, making sure to have a foam square on the pieces that are connecting so that everything is going to stay together. I removed the backing from those foam squares and I'm placing this down over some heavyweight white cardstock. After I press that down really well, make sure it's all attached, I can carefully peel up the press and seal, and then I'm going to cut this out with my scissors. Now I'm cutting kind of in towards those foam squares. I didn't want you to be able to see, or the recipient to be able to see, the white cardstock back there. And this way I'm also able to kind of move this around on my card front and pop it up if I want to. Now I saved that scrap piece of white cardstock that I just die cut it from, and I'm stamping a sentiment off of that Love You Greetings stamp set, stamping it twice. I just absolutely love the combination of fonts on these. And I also get very excited when I see coordinating dies to go with the sentiments. So I held that down with my Easy C tape and die cut this out with my die cutting machine. Now I'm putting foam squares behind that sentiment only in the parts that's going to be in the center. The parts that are overhanging the colored cardstock, I'm going to add liquid glue to. So this way it's kind of going flush across my heart. So I removed the backing of the foam squares, added that liquid glue, and then using my Simon Says Stamp tweezers, I'm kind of hovering over that to make sure I have it straight, and then I can press that down. I'm taking my stamped panel and I'm going to line it with some foam tape to add dimension, remove the backing of that, and then add this to my white panel I have cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just making sure to have an even margin going all the way around. I'm also going to add some foam tape behind my heart, but this is thin foam tape, and I apologize, I don't know where it came from. I just have piles of foam tape in my drawer, so I just grabbed this thin foam tape. And there was another great trick, is using your craft pick to remove the backing of the foam tape. Sometimes those can be super sticky, so using your craft pick or even the tweezers is really helpful. So I just picked that up, added it to the front of my card, and I'm calling this done. I absolutely love how graphic and bold that background is, and then adding that rainbow of color, I just absolutely love how this turned out. It is super simple, not a lot of techniques, but I hope you were able to still pick up some tips and tricks using your die cuts. I will have all of my supplies listed down below in the video description and over on my blog as well, and there are a bunch of brand new fabulous products in this release, so I hope you'll check them out. If you're not already a subscriber and enjoyed today's video, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and then also the bell notification so you're notified when new videos are posted. Thanks for stopping by.